The first and very basic point related to the Bluetooth is it can act as a local area network. The range provided by the Bluetooth is very limited, and the third thing is that it does not need any kind of infrastructure. Everybody is clear with these 3 points?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the next point, what they have given, they have said the range of Bluetooth. It is about 10 meter, and it is without any expensive wiring. You don't need any kind of expensive wiring for this Bluetooth connection, or you don't need any wireless infrastructure as well. If you simply have a Bluetooth card or Bluetooth chip, you can establish a communication. You don't even need a mobile phone. If you just have a Bluetooth module, with the help of Bluetooth module also, you can just implement a connection. Right. So this is the second important point. Next up, we have Bluetooth technology have ability to replace the cumbersome cords that connect devices to one another. So if you want to connect two devices, you will need a cable or connecting wire, right? So Bluetooth is a technology which is going to replace all those cables or those cords. Okay, which cables or cords? Printer cable. Everybody might have seen from computer to printer, we have connected a wire. That wire can be replaced with the help of Bluetooth. There are multiple of wireless printer available, right? So what is the technology used in that wireless printer? It is kind of a Bluetooth or Wi-Fi technology. Okay, after that, headphones. Previously we have that wired headphone which we have to plug inside our device and then we can make use of it, but nowadays we have wireless device, wireless headphones. Correct. Mouse cable. In like, if you want to connect mouse to your computer, there are two options with the help of wired mouse, and the second one you have a wireless mouse. So in case of wireless, you have a Bluetooth technology. Correct. So in all such application, your cords are replaced with the help of Bluetooth. Right. So what you can say, it has ability to replace a cumbersome cords. Correct. After that, involving Bluetooth modem standard promises to the replace troublesome applications communication cord with the invisible wireless connection within a person's personal workspace. Now, whenever we are implementing any connection, so in that connection, if there are multiple of wires, then it is quite clumsy, or you can say it is like very troubling, right? So if you want to replace those troubles, or if you want to minimize those trouble, you can simply go with the help of Bluetooth. Okay, the next point is, so this point is actually not important, who invented that Bluetooth in 10th century, named after a king Denmark, Hardal Gromson, in the memory of his parents. So there was a person who in like that person invented this technology, or like he actually started using this technology, and he gave name Bluetooth. Why? Because in the memory of his parents. करेक्ट, त्याच्या पेरेंट्सच्या मेमरीमध्ये त्याने त्या ब्लूटूथला ब्लूटूथ असं नाव दिलं. Up next, we have in 1994, Swedish IT company Ericsson initiated some study related to the communicator link Bluetooth technology. So he just one like in 10th century, it was like while ago, right? After that, who studied that or who carry forward that technology? There is a Swedish IT company called as Ericsson, and now also we are like quite aware of this company Ericsson. So they started or initiated the study related to this. Okay. Again, these two, 3 points are not important, but still we'll just read this. In 1998, Ericsson, Intel, IBM, Nokia, Toshiba. So all these are like different manufacturer companies founded the uh, Bluetooth consortium with the goal of developing a single chip, low cost, radio based wireless network technology. So all these companies, they have studied the Bluetooth technology and they came up with a single chip, low cost, radio based wireless network technology. Right. So Bluetooth is a single chip. On a single chip, you can just implement your entire Bluetooth model. After that, it is of low cost. After that, the radio based wireless system. So if you want to implement any connection with the help of Bluetooth, you don't need any kind of wire. With the help of radio based wireless technology, you can just implement this entire technique, right? You don't need any kind of hardware or any kind of network technology, right? So Bluetooth fulfilled the criteria with IEEE 802.11. So we have seen for Zigbee, we had another standard. For this Bluetooth, we have another standard. So what is the standard of Bluetooth? It is IEEE, it is IEEE 802.11. Okay. Like market potential, compatibility, distinct identity, technical feasibility, and economic feasibility. So all these are the features of the Bluetooth. Right. Now, how that Bluetooth actually working? What is the architecture? What is the framework? We should understand that. to know the working of Bluetooth. Right. So Bluetooth technology connects mobile devices wirelessly over a short range to form a wireless communication network. This is what is the simple function of Bluetooth. What is it? Bluetooth technology connects mobile devices. Mobile means not your cell phones, right? Mobile means what? The device which we can move from one location to other location, right? I have given told you the meaning of mobile multiple of times. Do not forget that mobile does not mean your mobile phones. ठीक है. Bluetooth technology connects mobile devices wirelessly over a short range to form a wireless communication network. So this is a simple working of your Bluetooth. Correct. Now the Bluetooth architecture is typical independent model with the stack of protocols as shown in the following figure. Now we are going to discuss how that stack protocol is there and how it works. Now whatever the stack protocol we have related to the Bluetooth, that is quite different than your OSI and TCP/IP model. We have studied what is OSI model, what is TCP/IP model in the last semester, right? So whatever this protocol or this stack we have for the Bluetooth, that is quite different from your OSI and TCP/IP. Okay. The protocols in a Bluetooth standard are grouped into a physical layer, data link layer, middleware layer, and application layer. So these are the four layers we have in a Bluetooth architecture. Which four? First one is your physical layer, second one is your data link layer, and third one is your middleware layer, and the last one is your application layer. Okay. I'm going to explain each one of them to you, but try to understand, try to remember the names of the protocols in a Bluetooth standard. Which are those? First one is your physical layer, second up we have data link layer, third one middleware, and last one application. Everybody is getting? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not getting anything, just interrupt me and ask me. Okay. So as you can see, in the physical layer we have two different sections. First one is your baseband, second one is your Bluetooth radio. Okay, so baseband, Bluetooth radio are the two different layers in the physical layer. Up next we have LMP. Up next, this is a data link layer, and this is the host controller interface, HCL. Above that we have L2 cap. Above that RF communication. After that PPE, IP, TCP, UDP, or WAP. AT commands, SDP, application profiles. In this is your last layer, application layer. In application layer, we have application profiles. In middleware layer, we have all these. But I'll explain what is this PPP, what is this IP, TCP, UDP, WAP. I'm going to explain each one of them. Try to just understand the diagram. They might ask you to draw the Bluetooth architecture for 4 marks or like 3 marks. Okay, in that case, you should be able to draw this diagram and explain each layer. Total, we have 4 layers. So you have to explain all of the layer in detail. Okay, so the first layer is your physical layer. Now, what is the function of physical layer? The physical layer is used for the transmission of radio waves. We know the Bluetooth technology uses a radio waves for its communication, right? Now what is the basic function of physical layer? That it is going to transmit, or it is used for the transmission of radio waves. Okay. Second function, or the second point of the physical layer is it defines air interface, frequency bands, frequency hopping specification, and modulation technique. Now in this physical layer, everything is going to decide related to the transmission. What should be the interface? Now in that case, in case of Bluetooth, air interface is only interface we can use, right? So if you immerse your Bluetooth device inside the water, it is not going to act, right? Or it might cause a error. So air is the only medium through which you can transmit your signals related to the Bluetooth. Okay, so that air interface is decided in the physical layer. Second, frequency band. So for Bluetooth transmission, there is a frequency band which is already decided, and if your device is working in that particular band only or not, that will be checked by the physical layer. Correct. Next up, frequency hopping specification. Now we know FHSS. We have studied this frequency hopping spread spectrum. Correct. Whatever is the given sequence, is your frequency hopping in particular that sequence only or not? That will be examined by the physical layer. Okay. And the last function is the modulation technique. We have seen a several of modulations: analog modulation, digital modulation, PCM, PM, delta modulation, AM modulation, amplitude modulation, frequency, phase. We have seen multiple of modulation technique in the last semester, right? They assume that you know all the things and they have stated the single statement modulation techniques, right? Try to understand it. What is it? What is the function of physical layer? First thing, that it uses for the transmission of radio waves. Why? Because we are using Bluetooth, and in case of Bluetooth, for transmission or to make on communication, we use as a radio waves, right? Second, it defines the air interface. So it is defined air interface. Air is the only medium through which we can communicate with the help of radio waves. Next up, we have frequency band. For each and every application, for each and every wireless protocol, there is a particular frequency band which is assigned. So it will check whether your device is working in that frequency band only or not. Third thing is that frequency hopping specification. FHSS, in FHSS, what happens? Your frequency hop from one position to another to next. So that sequence of hopping is already predefined. Okay, the sequence is predefined. Now it will check whether your frequency is working in that particular hopping sequence or not. And the next one is your modulation technique. What kind of modulation is used while sending or while transmitting the signal is explained. All these things are controlled by the physical layer. Okay, this protocol also takes the service of radio protocol. Now we know whenever you are talking about physical layer, you can just always mention this thing that it can deal with the radio technology. That's it. Okay, after that there is another function. Physical layer फक्त एवढंच नाही, त्याला अजून पण खूप सारी काम आहेत. What are those functions? It defines the addressing scheme. Okay, after that, packet frame format, timing, and power control algorithm. So all these are the functions done by the physical layer. Okay, next to physical layer, we have data link layer. Now, as you can see, all the points are listed here. See, transmission of radio waves. After that, air interface, frequency band, frequency hopping specification, and modulation technique. After that, this protocol takes the service of radio protocol. After that, defines the addressing scheme, packet format, packet frame format, timing, and power control algorithms. So this is what is the function of your physical layer. ते तुम्हाला असाही प्रश्न विचारू शकतात की explain the physical layer of Bluetooth architecture for 2 marks. Then in that case, you should be able to write all these points. Everybody is clear with this physical layer? Or is there any doubt? You can ask me. Is there any doubt in physical layer?
No.
मॅम ते LMP पण फिजिकल लेअर मध्येच आहे ना?
No, LMP will be accommodated in the data link layer. As you can see, in physical layer, we have baseband and Bluetooth radio, these only things. Your data link layer will be started from here. So above physical layer, we have this LMP. I'm going to explain that LMP to you. Don't worry about that. Just tell me if you're like clear with the concept of physical layer or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So up next we have above physical layer, we have a data link layer. Now what is the function of data link? In data link, you are observing this LMP. What is LMP? LMP is a link manager protocol. Okay, what is LMP? Link manager protocol. Now why we are using this link manager protocol? We use that LMP to establish a logical link between Bluetooth devices and maintain the link for the links for the enabling communication. Now LMP is going to do what? It is going to establish a logical link between devices. So for example, if I'm sending a file to someone other, then in that case, that LMP will activate and it will activate both the devices. Okay, scanning process is done. Like whenever you want to send any file with the help of Bluetooth, then there is first scanning, right? That circular connecting or scanning thing is there. That process is initialized by this LMP, link manager protocol. That link is created first and that link is shared nearby. And whoever is the device which accept that link, they can just establish a communication. Okay. The other main function of LMP are device authentication, message encryption, and negotiation of packet size. Now, see, whenever you send something to somebody else, then that on the second person's mobile, there is a pop-up message. Do you want to accept from this particular device? असं येतं का तुम्ही जेव्हा ब्लूटूथ फाईल शेअर करता तेव्हा accept or decline असं तरी येत असेल सगळ्यांना. पॉपअप येतो एक. This particular person wants to send you this file, accept or decline. कधी केलंय ब्लूटूथ शेअर? ऑब्झर्व केलंय ह्या गोष्टी?
Oh, ma'am.
So ते जे काही पॉपअप येतं ना, who is creating that pop-up? The LMP. लिंक मॅनेजर प्रोटोकॉल इज डुईंग दॅट मेसेज. हे जे काही पॉपअप येतं की नाही, तर ते कोण पाठवतं? तुमचं LMP पाठवतं. सेकंड थिंग म्हणजे हे काय झालं, डिव्हाइस ऑथेंटिकेशन. ह्याच डिव्हाइसला तुम्हाला कनेक्ट करायचं आहे का? सो इफ यू सेड येस, देन इट विल सेंड द फाईल. आफ्टर दॅट मेसेज इन्क्रिप्शन. म्हणजे काय, you want to pair with that device. म्हणजे तुम्हाला whenever you want to share something with the second person, you have to pair your devices first. If pairing is done, then it is easy to send the files or receive the files. So that pairing is done by the LMP, and it negotiates the packet size. Now whenever you are sending a data, in case of Bluetooth, data is sent in the form of packets. Packet म्हणजे काय, असा बंच करून पाठवला जातो, एक एक बीट पाठवलं जात नाही. They are sending data in terms of packets. ठीक आहे. So that will be also organized by the LMP. Everybody is clear with this function of LMP. LMP is going to perform two functions. First of all, it is going to establish a link. तुम्हाला ब्लूटूथ फाइल शेअर करायची, तुम्हाला आधी एक लिंक जनरेट करावी लागेल. That link is generated by the link manager protocol. Okay, this is what is the first function. What is the second function of LMP? The device authentication. समोरच्या माणसाला, हाच तो माणूस आहे ज्याला तुम्हाला फाईल पाठवायची आहे. It will authenticate first. Second, message encryption. So डेटा जो तुमचा पाठवणार तुम्ही, त्याला इनक्रिप्ट केलं जातं विथ द हेल्प ऑफ LMP. अँड द सेकंड थिंग, इट निगोशिएट्स द size of the packet. Whatever data you are going to transmit with the help of Bluetooth, the data is not transmitted by bit by byte. Okay, by bit by bit. It is going to transmit with the help of packets. म्हणजे असं एक बंच डेटाचा करून मग तो बंच ट्रान्समिट केला जातो. So all these are the functions performed by the LMP. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Next up, above this LMP, we have L2 cap. Now, what is this L2 cap? It is a logical link control and adaptation protocol. Logical link control and adaptation protocol. Getting the long form of this, what is it? Logical link control and adaptation protocol. Right? So what is the function of this L2 cap? It provides the adaptation between upper layer frame and baseband layer frame. आता हा L2 cap actually याचं काम काय, की it will communicate or it will, what you can say, it will adopt कोणाला, कोणत्या दोन लोकांना इंटरफेस प्रोव्हाइड करणार आहे? हा जो काही लोअर लेअर आहे, this lower layer and this upper layer. It is going to create a interface between upper framework and lower framework. सिंपल फक्त एवढंच काम आहे L2 कॅपचं, बाकी देर इज नो फंक्शन ऑफ L2 कॅप. बेसिकली व्हॉट इज गोइंग टू हॅपन, इट इज गोइंग टू क्रिएट अन इंटरफेस. दोघांना एकमेकांमध्ये कम्युनिकेट करायचं. सपोज दिस upper framework wants to send some information to the lower framework, that will be sent with the help of L2 cap. Okay, and this L2 cap is going to provide the support for both the connection oriented as well as connectionless services. म्हणजे काय, if you are in connection, जर तुमच्या दोन डिव्हाइसेस मध्ये कनेक्शन ऑलरेडी आहे, इन दॅट केस युअर L2 cap is going to provide you the support. And if you are not having any connection, in that case also कनेक्शन फाइंड करायला किंवा डिव्हाइस ऑथेंटिकेट करायला तुम्हाला L2 cap हेल्प करणार आहे. सो बेसिक फंक्शन ऑफ L2 cap is provides the interface between higher layer of framework and the lower layer of framework. Okay, and second thing, it provides the support whenever you are in a connection or whenever you are not in a connection. Connection असताना पण आणि connection नसताना पण, who is going to provide you the support? L2 cap. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
डेटा लिंक लेअर मध्ये LMP आणि L2 cap हे दोघच येतात. सो मिडलवेअर लेअर मध्ये कोण येतं? RF कम्युनिकेशन, PPE, IP, TCP, UDP, WAP, AT कमांड्स, SDP. आणि ऍप्लिकेशन लेअर मध्ये कोण येतं? ऍप्लिकेशन प्रोफाइल्स. Okay, so we have done with the data link layer. Why? Because in data link layer there are only two sections, LMP and L2 cap. We have seen both. Correct. Now we have to move to the forward, that is middleware layer. Okay. सगळ्यांना समजलेत का दोन लेअर ब्लूटूथचे?
Yes, ma'am.
इट इज गोइंग टू बी व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. मी तुम्हाला सांगते, ह्याच्यावर MCQ जर आले तर जास्तच टफ जाणार आहे तुम्हाला, जर तुम्हाला हे समजलं नसेल तर. आणि जर थेरी पेपर आला तरी सुद्धा तुम्हाला ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी विचारणार. दे माइट आस्क यू टू ड्रॉ द ब्लूटूथ आर्किटेक्चर फॉर 5 marks. Okay, the paper pattern is changed in this year. So try to concentrate as much as you can. Everybody is clear with this? Data physical layer and data link layer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Up next we have middleware layer. Okay, so in middleware layer we have, first thing we have is RF com. Now what is this RF com? It is a radio front end component. what it is called as a radio front end component. All right, the long form of RFCOM is radio front end component. Next to that, we have PPP. Now, what is this PPP? It is a point to point protocol. What is this? Point to point protocol. Above that, we have IP. IP is internet protocol. Now, above that, we have TCP and UDP. Now, what is TCP? It is a transmission control protocol, and UDP is user datagram protocol. What is WAP? Wireless application protocol. Now, what are all these? हे सगळे जे काही आहे ते तुमचे protocols आहेत. बरोबर आहे. हा पॉइंट टू पॉइंट प्रोटोकॉल असेल किंवा मग तुमचा इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल असेल किंवा मग युजर डेटाग्राम प्रोटोकॉल, ट्रान्समिशन प्रोटोकॉल, हे सगळे जे काय ते प्रोटोकॉल्स आहेत. नाव what are the function of all these protocols and how they are related to the RF commutator. ठीक है. So in this, the adopted protocols are protocols that are adopted from the standard model. Now IP, PPP, TCP, UDP हे एक standard protocols आहेत. बरोबर. We have studied all of them in the last semester. All these are the standard protocols and all these protocols are adopted for establishing a communication. Okay, थोड्या वेळासाठी त्यांना काय केलं, अडॉप्ट केलेलं आहे. इफ आय वॉन्ट टू इम्प्लिमेंट अ TCP प्रोटोकॉल, then I will adopt that from somewhere and I will use it and I will return it back. Okay, so all these protocols used in a Bluetooth. नाव सगळ्यांची सांगितली मी तुम्हाला. I'll repeat all the name. First one is your point to point protocol. After that we have internet protocol, IP. After that UDP is user datagram protocol. Next one transmission control protocol, and the last one wireless application protocol. All right, so all these are the protocols which are adopted for establishing communication. Okay, so up next we have SDP. See here, AT commands is quite different. I'll explain that also. SDP is what? It is a service discovery protocol. Okay, what is the function of this service discovery protocol? It takes care of the service related queries like device information as so that to establish a connection between connecting Bluetooth devices. Now, what is this SDP? Is in simple word, I'll tell you, service discovery protocol. In your mobile phone, you have an option if you want to show your device or not. Right, all the time if you want to show your device or you have to turn it off, and that process is nothing but your service discovery protocol. Correct, you getting the point? What is SDP? तुम्ही मोबाईलचं ब्लूटूथ ओपन करा, चेक करा, त्याच्यामध्ये एक ऑप्शन असतो तुम्हाला की इफ यू वॉन्ट टू शो युअर डिव्हाइस और नॉट. Okay, and that is service discovery protocol. Correct. ऍडिशनल सेटिंग ज्या आहेत तुमच्या ब्लूटूथच्या, तिथे असतं तुमचं शो ब्लूटूथ डिव्हाइस विदाउट नेम्स किंवा मग शो युअर डिव्हाइस, पेअर कम्पॅटिबिलिटी डिव्हाइस, हे सगळे जे काही ऑप्शन्स, दॅट इज नथिंग बट युअर सर्व्हिस डिस्कवरी प्रोटोकॉल. करेक्ट. अप टू नेक्स्ट वी हॅव AT कमांड्स. नाउ दिस AT कमांड इज इम्पॉर्टंट. तुम्हाला 1 मार्क्सला पण विचारू शकतात AT कमांड्स. इट इज अटेन्शन कमांड. व्हॉट इज AT? अटेन्शन कमांड. ठीक आहे. नाउ अटेन्शन कमांड म्हणजे काय की आता तुम्ही आय डोंट नो कधी केलंय की नाही, इफ यू वॉन्ट टू सेंड समथिंग फ्रॉम मोबाईल टू लॅपटॉप वाया ब्लूटूथ. ठीक आहे, ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड मी काय सांगते ते. इफ यू वॉन्ट टू सेंड अ फाईल फ्रॉम मोबाईल टू लॅपटॉप with the help of Bluetooth, in that case that laptop will ask you if you want to always ask files from this particular device or not. Okay, you getting what I'm trying to tell? तुम्हाला लॅपटॉप मध्ये एक नोटिफिकेशन येतं, ऑलवेज ऍक्सेप्ट फाईल फ्रॉम दिस डिव्हाइस. त्याला जर आपण टिक केलं तर मग त्या डिव्हाइसवरून तुम्ही कधीही फाईल सेंड केली तर ती ऑटोमॅटिकली ऍक्सेप्ट होणार आहे. राईट, सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट युअर AT कमांड. आता AT कमांड कशासाठी वापरतो आपण? अजून एक फंक्शन तुम्हाला सांगितलं मी. नाउ इट इंटरोगेट्स द ब्लूटूथ डिव्हाइस अँड मेक चेंजेस. आता चेंजेस म्हणजे काय? तुम्हाला ऑप्शन अवेलेबल आहे मोबाईलमध्ये. इफ यू वॉन्ट टू चेंज द नेम ऑफ युअर ब्लूटूथ डिव्हाइस, इफ यू वॉन्ट टू चेंज द बॉड रेट ऑफ युअर ब्लूटूथ डिव्हाइस, सो ऑल दीज ऑप्शन्स विच आर अवेलेबल टू द युजर्स आर come under the AT commands. You getting? AT commands चं पहिलं फंक्शन काय? मी तुम्हाला एक एक्झाम्पल सांगितलं. आय डोंट नो तुम्ही ऑब्झर्व केलंय की नाही, बट whenever you're sending any file to the laptop with the help of Bluetooth, it will always ask you if you want to accept all files sent by this particular device. If you tick that, then it will always accept without any pop-up. Correct. After that, next function is that it will allow you to make changes in a Bluetooth. For example, your Bluetooth device name or the baud rate of your Bluetooth device. All such changes can be done by the users. Those belong to the AT commands. And the last thing is that it can operate in slave or master. So I am going to explain this, what is slave and what is master. So yeah, it can be behave in a either slave mode or master mode. I will explain what is slave and what is master, but right now just try to understand it. And I'm going to like explain it in the Bluetooth protocol stack. Everybody is clear with this or not? Is there any problem related to the Bluetooth architecture? You can just ask me.
मॅम तुम्ही जिथे एटी कमांड मध्ये जे एक्झाम्पल सांगितलं होतं
हम्म.
ना त्याच्यामध्ये जर नेक्स्ट टाइम फाईल शेअर करायला गेलं तर ते ऑटोमॅटिकली हे होतं का?
येस, ऑटोमॅटिकली ती फाईल रिसिव्ह होते. आता बघा, तुम्ही जेव्हा जनरली फाईल पाठवता तेव्हा ते डिव्हाइस तुम्हाला विचारतं ऍक्सेप्ट करायची की नाही करायची, बरोबर आहे? ऍक्सेप्ट और डिक्लाइन असं विचारतं. पण जर तुम्ही तो ऑप्शन एनेबल करून ठेवला ना की ऑलवेज ऍक्सेप्ट फाईल फ्रॉम दिस डिव्हाइस, तुम्हाला तो ऍक्सेप्ट और डिक्लाइनचा मेसेज येणार नाही. तुमची नॉर्मल फाईल डायरेक्ट ऍक्सेप्ट होऊन जाणार आहे. ओके, मे बी आय विल शो यू. आय डोंट नो, मी ट्राय करते, मला इकडे करता येतंय का.
होतं मॅडम.
मी दाखवते रे सगळ्यांना. मी माझ्या फोन मधून एखादं काहीतरी फाईल सेंड करते अँड वी विल चेक वेदर इट इज वर्किंग और नॉट. ठीक आहे. म्हणजे तुम्हाला मी जे सांगितलंय ते ऑप्शन एनेबल सगळ्याच डिव्हाइसेसला तो असेल असं काही कंपल्शन नाहीये. मे बी सम ऑफ द डिव्हाइस आर नॉट हॅव्हिंग दिस सपोर्ट. ठीक आहे. माझा फोन ऑलरेडी इथे पेअर्ड आहे, त्याच्यामुळे तो मला परत पेअर करायची गरज नाहीये. सो फ्रॉम माय फोन आय हॅव सेंट वन फाईल. अनसक्सेसफुल झालं ते. आय हॅव इथे मला ऍक्सेप्ट करावं लागेल. रिसीव्ह फाईल असं काहीतरी ऑप्शन असतो. आय डोंट नो. तुम्हाला हे सेटिंग्स दिसतात का समोर?
येस मॅम.
इथे कुठेतरी एक ऑप्शन असला पाहिजे. सेंड और रिसीव्ह फाइल्स बाय ब्लूटूथ. हा, राईट. मोबाईल मधून मी सेंड केलं. परत अनसक्सेसफुल झालंय. वाय दिस इज नॉट ओपनिंग. आय डोंट नो, मला नाही येते करता. ओ अच्छा, सी हिअर रिसीव्ह फाईल इथे जर केलं असेल मी, सेंट ब्लूटूथ आणि डेस्कटॉप. हा, आता त्याने ऑटोमॅटिकली ती फाईल ऍक्सेप्ट केली आहे. सी, आता त्याने मला इथे पाथ विचारलाय. दिस फाईल इज ऑलरेडी ऍक्सेप्टेड बाय माय, काय म्हणतात त्याला, लॅपटॉप. का? कारण मी ऑलरेडी त्याला सेटिंग करून ठेवली की यू हॅव टू ऍक्सेप्ट ऑल द फाईल सेंड बाय दिस फोन. राईट, कळालं? त्याने मला विचारलं का ऍक्सेप्ट किंवा डिक्लाइनचा ऑप्शन दिला का त्याने? मला नाही दिला. वाय? बिकॉज आय हॅव ऑलरेडी सेट की ऑलवेज ऍक्सेप्ट ऑल द फाईल्स फ्रॉम विच आर सेंड बाय माय मोबाईल. रेडमी K20 त्याला मी पेअर करून ठेवलंय माझा फोन, आणि त्या डिव्हाइसवरनं ज्या काही फाईल्स येतील त्या ऑटोमॅटिकली ऍक्सेप्ट कर, बस. करेक्ट. सो दिस इज हाऊ इट वर्क्स. मला हेच सांगायचं होतं फक्त. कळालंय?
येस मॅम.
आता ऍप्लिकेशन, सॉरी, फिजिकल लेअर, डेटा लिंक लेअर, मिडलवेअर लेअर आणि ऍप्लिकेशन लेअर. ऍप्लिकेशन लेअर सगळ्यात सोपं आहे. ह्याच्यामध्ये काय असणार आहे ऍप्लिकेशन लेअरमध्ये? इट इन्क्लूड्स द ऍप्लिकेशन प्रोफाइल्स दॅट अलाव युजर टू इंटरॅक्ट विथ द ब्लूटूथ application. So what does that mean? Whatever the what you can say, तुमचं जे ऍप्लिकेशन लेअर जो असणार आहे इट विल ऑलवेज अलाव युजर टू इंटरॅक्ट विथ द ब्लूटूथ ऍप्लिकेशन. म्हणजे असं कधीच होत नाही की एखादा डिव्हाइस आहे दुसऱ्या डिव्हाइसशी पेअर होत नाही किंवा कम्युनिकेट करू शकत नाही किंवा फाईल सेंड करू शकत नाही, असं कधीच नाही होणार. ऍप्लिकेशन लेअर विल ऑलवेज अलाव युजर टू इंटरॅक्ट विथ द अदर ब्लूटूथ ऍप्लिकेशन्स. दुसऱ्या ब्लूटूथ सोबत तो इंटरॅक्ट करायला त्याला नेहमी ओपन ठेवणार, त्याला फोर्स म्हणजे स्टॉप नाही करणार. ओके, नाउ वी हॅव लेफ्ट 2 minutes आणि मी लगेच दुसरी लिंक ऑलरेडी शेअर केली. सो यू हॅव टू जॉईन टू दॅट सेकंड मीटिंग, राईट. 2 मिनिटांमध्ये हे लेक्चर संपून जाईल. इन द सेकंड लेक्चर वी विल स्टार्ट विथ द ब्लूटूथ प्रोटोकॉल स्टॅक. प्रोटोकॉल स्टॅक तुम्हाला समजला, ही एक छोटी डायग्राम आहे, फ्रेम स्ट्रक्चर. हे फ्रेम स्ट्रक्चर एकदा समजलं की ब्लूटूथ संपलं. ओके, नेक्स्ट अप वी हॅव RFID. RFID तरी आज कम्प्लीट करायचंच आहे. RFID नेक्स्ट लेक्चरमध्ये कम्प्लीट होईल आणि प्रॅक्टिकलचं एक घेऊया आपण, ज्याच्यामध्ये GPS कम्प्लीट करू. चालेल, म्हणजे हा चॅप्टरच संपून जाईल.
हो.
मी बंद करते, 1-1.5 मिनिट राहिलाय, तेवढा 1.5 मिनिट गॅप घेऊ आपण आणि परत सेकंड लेक्चर लगेच जॉईन करूया. ठीक आहे.
येस मॅम.
आता किती लोक आहेत? 60 लोक आहेत. 60 ते 60 लोक जॉईन झाले पाहिजे पुढच्या लेक्चरला.